Hold on. Intro. It's intro time. Shush. Everyone shut up. What's going on, all you main characters? Welcome back to the Third Party Podcast. We are on episode 58. We got some stuff to get into because last week we did the Deadpool and Wolverine review, and because our studio is such a fucking nightmare, we had to take it down because the audio quality was just totally scuffed. So that's
your fault. But...
That's mostly my fault. It's partially Disney's fault, but who knows? It could be everyone's fault.
Yeah, they just didn't want us to praise a project for once.
Main characters, it's your fault. You didn't hit the like button hard enough, so we didn't have enough.
Did you just break the golden rule?
Blame the audience?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Thank you guys for tuning into this one. I appreciate you guys coming to us for all your pop culture news. We have a lot to get into today. Obviously, we still want to talk about Deadpool. Even if we didn't get a chance to do the review and have that posted up for you guys, we still have a lot of other news to talk about with it. And Runtime is doing so well. It has legs. It's walking.
It's got legs.
It's got legs, bitches. So we got Deadpool to get into. Gina Carano's lawsuit is moving forward. Robert Downey Jr. Returning to Marvel. Then we got Batman Cape Crusader, which is just a fucking nightmare. Just a joke. Just a classic joke from Marvel. Or not Marvel, that's DC. Everyone's failing. Marvel, DC.
Well, yeah. It's just Hollywood in general. But
before we get into it, Cody, what have you been up to this week? You been watching any new shows? You been checking anything out?
What have I been up to?
Oh, I don't know.
Nothing.
Oh, I don't know, man. Dude, so I got caught up on a bunch of older films that I hadn't seen in a long time. I rewatched Unbreakable with Bruce Willis.
I've actually never watched that movie.
Dude, I love that movie. So you've seen Split, you've seen Glass.
Right.
Yeah, Unbreakable is awesome. Dude, 90s had some really amazing films, and it feels like we were kind of in a golden age there.
He just had a new film come out this week, I believe.
Bruce Willis?
No,
M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah.
Is it like Trapped or something?
Yep. Yeah, it was. I obviously
People
haven't.
have been saying it's good, and he's back. M. Night's got his shit together again.
Man, that guy. So when I knew that M. Night Shyamalan was back in like kind of doing his thing right was when Knock at the Cabin happened.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say The Happening.
No, I didn't give a shit about The Happening. I thought that one was fine. I don't think it was the crap film. I just didn't enjoy it that much.
Mark Wahlberg's acting in it is phenomenal.
Yeah, but I mean, he's like,
what?
Like, how are you not supposed to act totally terrified when grass is trying to kill you?
Oh my God, the wind is coming.
The wind is coming. Grass is angry. The trees are angry. They're trying to kill us. Everyone's going insane. Yeah, so I watched a couple of older films this week. Got caught up on a couple of shows. My Hero Academia, the manga just wrapped up, and so I got caught up on the manga. And so the last issue of the manga just came out, the chapter, and I think it ended really well. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Yeah, I'm still rewatching all of it.
If you guys do want to get caught up on the manga and you are not like, if you're looking for a good channel that does breakdowns of it, Plot Armor. Go check out Plot Armor on YouTube. They have a great channel that does breakdowns of new issues of manga. I think they do a really great job. They break it down really, really well. Uraraka and Deku, they do what they do.
Yeah, I'm up to like I watched all of season 6 when it first dropped, but I don't remember a whole lot of it. I'm just to the point now to where they took out Shigaraki and All for One are breaking out All for One or One for All. All for One.
All for One. Yep.
All for One.
Yeah, out of Tartarus, the prison.
Yeah, I'm just to that point again, so I'm almost caught up again.
Dude, I can't wait for we won't have we could start talking about anime when Slim's not here. We could talk about anime. We could do it. It could become an anime podcast No, it'll be great.
Yeah, because we're so knowledgeable in anime.
Dude, I am.
Yeah, that's all you watch.
I love it. It's so fucking good.
It's so
I also
I just spend 80 hours a week on YouTube.
There's a slice of life anime called Love is War. It's just a slice of life high school romance kind of
We're
anime.
getting into the anime talk, right?
Dude, okay, we're not going to. We have news to get into. This is just what I've been up to this week. I've gotten caught up on a bunch of anime that I've fallen behind on. I started rewatching Love is War because it's so lighthearted and it's good for laughs, and this week has just been so shitty. So,
dude, I've been playing the new, not the new, but the Battlefront 2 remake.
Star Wars Battlefront 2.
It's actually pretty dope.
Okay.
I'm liking it a lot. I mean, it had problems when it came out with like loot boxes and shit like this. You had
Yeah.
to play for like fucking 4,000 hours or whatever to unlock Darth Vader. It doesn't have any of those issues anymore. You just jump in and play the game.
Dude,
it's actually pretty fun.
Pink Darth Vader was such a controversy. Like, not because he was pink, but because it took so much to unlock him. Like, people were desperate to get their pink Darth Vader. It was fucking
So
crazy.
you could buy them for like $400 or some shit.
Well, okay, so we had a great week. Obviously, we didn't lose anyone, so that's fantastic. Everyone stayed with us, so we love you guys so much. Let's get back into the. We love
no
you.
one died.
Nobody died. It was the greatest week ever on the podcast. We had a podcast. I'm just gonna bitch a little bit. We had a podcast episode get deleted.
Yeah.
We had Bannerlord crashed on our Thursday live stream. We had no Slim. We have no weekly uploads.
Oh yeah,
And yet-
Slim's not here today.
Yeah, Slim is not here today. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's but yeah,
It's not like he talks or anything. Anyway.
he's always talking. He's such a yapper. He's just yappy. All right, let's get into the first story. We are talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine has legs, guys. We went and saw the movie. It was a phenomenal release. It was phenomenal. If you guys also, just a reminder, if you guys are here and you guys have any questions in the chat, we are going to be watching the chat during the podcast. It will come up on screen, so we will see you guys. If you guys have any questions, want to talk, introduce any topics, anything like that, we'll be engaging with you guys throughout. So don't be afraid to throw that out there. Deadpool and Wolverine. Because our review went down, just initial reactions again. We won't go through the whole review or do a whole review. We will talk spoilers because it's been out for a week. All of the news about the cameos has already kind of hit the mainstream. So it's gonna. If you haven't,
just do a quick spoiler. It'll be spoilers. So
yeah. So my highlights of Deadpool and Wolverine were obviously the heavy cameos. The fact that spoiler alert now, leave, get out of here. Blade, Wesley Snipes returning to the screen was the peak. Like, I didn't see that coming at all. No one made me think that Wesley Snipes was going to be on the screen.
I forgot about it entirely because I heard that it's like possible that Blade could be in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like once he showed up, I was like, oh fuck, that's right. I forgot he even existed.
Well,
Well,
and
he's like 60 and he still moves pretty good.
Wesley Snipes is honestly, if he didn't have I think he got out of Hollywood because of tax evasion stuff. Like, it was all
He
tax
spent some time
in prison.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the details of him being
Which that's
exercised
just
from Hollywood.
More respect.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Evading those taxes.
evade your taxes. Evade your taxes. Let's get in the chat. Evade your taxes. No.
Let's get everyone to be like, all right, let's just all stop paying at once.
What if this podcast was the one that started like a revolution? Like, evade your taxes, and all of a sudden everyone just revolts, and that's like
Started a war over tea before.
stupid things have happened. But Wesley Snipes, people were like, Wesley Snipes has been retired. I was like, he was in one of the more recent Expendables films as
No
a
one
fighter.
watches those.
I like the Expendables for dumb action. I don't
I
watch it
actually
for
hated
plot.
every single one of them.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Like, I guess I'm just like a cameo fanatic because that was actually my favorite part of Anchorman 2.
It's like
When you had Jim Carrey,
That movie
you had Will
sucked, too.
Smith. Well, I mean, the 30 minutes revolving around the being blind was really dumb. But the fact that you had Will Smith, Kanye West, Jim Carrey, Tina Fey, and whatever the blonde one is, or maybe I have that backwards. But you had a bunch of cameos come in for that fight scene. Dude, I loved that. That was hilarious. You had all the different 24/7 news agencies coming up and doing a fight. I don't know. The movie itself, I won't give it a really high score, but that was fun. That part was fun for me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like with Deadpool and Wolverine. It's like, so when can you just turn your mind off and just have dumb fun? Like Deadpool and Wolverine, super fun.
It's so much fun.
Expendables, fucking hate. And they both have shit plots, and they both have just a bunch of cameos. It's like I don't know where I draw the line.
Why are you?
I guess.
Why is that like where you like? Why is that like where your hill dies on? Like Deadpool and Wolverine, so much freaking fun, absolutely insane. It starts off with the in sync like intro.
Oh,
That's
fuck,
fucking
yeah.
nuts, dude.
It's
I knew.
actually probably my favorite scene of the whole movie.
I didn't.
I was like, I'm having fun. Right
They
now.
started off really freaking hard with going to like Logan's grave, and just the whole fight scene at the beginning. You knew you were in for something freaking awesome when that happened. It was so cool.
Yeah, it's almost like you're thinking like, oh, they're not going to pay any respect whatsoever, and they kind of don't,
Mm-hmm.
but they have fun with it.
Yeah, and Logan's
Like, we're
there.
going to desecrate this grave, and we're going to have fun with it.
Henry Cavill showing up was so freaking cool. Mini Logan was so fun. I mean, the montage was hilarious
Comic
too.
book accurate. Logan.
Comic book accurate Logan was hilarious because he's a freaking dwarf.
5'3".
He's so small. He's so tiny.
You can finally feel tall.
You can finally feel tall. But okay, so obviously we have a positive take on it. Before we get into like the other part, like news related to it, like the numbers, the audience, and review scores. What was your like score on this again? Because for me,
I gotta draw mine down actually.
You
Because I was
do?
like at like an 8.5.
you really were at like an 8.5 on this.
Yeah, I gotta drop it down to like 7.
Dude, really?
Yeah,
Is
because
it-
all the other problems with it, but like.
Well, it's like you don't go to McDonald's to get a salad, so you wouldn't like rate
I'm
McDonald's.
not ranking their burgers as 10s though.
No, that's not the point. Like
The fries maybe.
the fries, maybe, but the idea of going to Deadpool and being like, we're gonna get some like Shakespearean plot experience out of this is a little silly.
Yeah, but I know, but you got to keep your ranking system consistent because you can't have like fucking I don't know. What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Kingdom of Heaven. I think that's one of the best films.
So
The
that's a
director's
10.
cut. The director's cut. Kingdom of Heaven is a 10 for me.
And what would you rank Deadpool now?
Oh God. Okay. Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying with it. I do think that I do think they are a different field apart. They're a field apart from each other as far as the expectations and what it should be.
Yeah, you can't have different categories of 10s.
Well, fair enough, but I do think Deadpool and Wolverine will have a lot more rewatch value than Kingdom of Heaven, the director's cut, will.
Yeah, because it's 4 hours long.
Exactly.
And it's a heavy movie.
Exactly. That's another plus. Plus, there's Blade in it, man. Blade's like the OG. Wesley Snipes' Blade's like the OG.
It is one of the OG Marvel characters.
Rewatching the like early 2000s, 90s like Blade is like, oh, it's so peak for me.
When was the first one? 98?
I think it was 98, 99. It was
late 90s.
Yeah, it was really late 90s. But yeah,
With Steven Dwarf. If you guys remember him.
well, and Ryan Reynolds goes and shows up to Ryan Reynolds.
I'm surprised they didn't make a joke about that.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds was in Trinity.
Hannibal King. Hannibal King.
Yeah.
Is that his name? Hannibal King.
Yeah. No, it was King.
Okay. Hannibal King. Yeah, that was, they didn't make any reference to that. Total miss on that one. But I mean, obviously, the director's cut, I think, will have so much more. Do you think
Yeah.
we'll get like an hour in the director's cut more? Or do you think it'll be like 15, 20 minutes, like little
I'd say
tidbits?
a half hour tops.
You think a half hour tops? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see the director's cut because Sean Levy and Ryan Reynolds really, really went to bat against Disney, fighting for creative rights and freedom over this project, and they won. Like this whole project is when I watched it, the whole project was void of like politics. It was void of messaging. It didn't really pander to one like storytelling faction. You know, it didn't really have any messaging in it.
Right.
And I loved that. I was like, I loved that I could just sit down and enjoy a freaking movie.
It's got to be awesome to be like Ryan Reynolds, where you have that poll where you just lay your dick on the table and be like, this is what I want, and if I don't get it, then I'm out.
Well, I wonder how. Okay, so the movie had an estimated budget of, I think, about. Let's pull the numbers up. We've been looking at just these guys for a moment. Let's pull the numbers up.
I think it was 200, wasn't it?
It was like 220.
What you doing there, bud?
I'm stuck. Technical problems abound.
It's a live stream one.
Yeah, it's always a live stream. Okay, so the reviews on IMDb are still hanging at 8.2, which I actually think was it at 9 last week when we walked out of the theater?
I don't remember.
That's fine. But Sean Levy, Ryan Reynolds, Rhett Reese, Paul Wernick, the writers, yeah, they did a great job with this film. So good. Let's get down to the numbers. Where are we at? Show me the numbers. Show it to me.
Flew by it.
No, I don't think so.
Details.
Box office. Okay, box office.
200. I was right. Of course, I was right.
You're so classic. Yeah, you're so based and cool. Let's get. Holy crap! What is wrong with this? Okay, we got the numbers.
You're going up.
It won't let me. It's going down.
Wow.
Oh no.
We are professionals.
We are good at this, I promise. Oh, damn it. Okay.
What is the lag time on that?
Holy crap. That's so stupid. Smash the like button if you enjoy technical problems.
Donate $10 so you can get a new mouse.
Yeah. Help us, we're poor. All right, estimated budget of $200 million. Gross US Canada is almost 300 million. Opening weekend 211. Gross worldwide is almost 630 million.
So it made about $200 million this week.
Yeah, that's
It opened with 438. I want to say worldwide.
Yeah, the opening weekend it was almost at
number
500.
one rated R movie of all time. Worldwide, 6 in the U.S.
Yeah, it's
kind of fucking insane.
Yeah, it was,
especially after all the every superhero movie that came out since No Way Home.
Yeah,
has just been losing.
Well, and we know. So first off, we know that this number, this estimated to. I wonder if it's they have a template for filling out these numbers, and 200 million is just the de facto number they use. Because every movie for the last 2 years has been a $200 million project.
That's why it's estimated. You can add 50 million to everything.
Oh man, if not double because of marketing. But here's 200 is the number we have. 200 million is the number we have. Assuming that's correct, how many favors and how much dick sucking did Ryan Reynolds have to do to get all of these fucking cast members and all of these cameos into it? Henry Cavill probably is the kind of guy who would do something like that for free because he just loves the idea.
Mm-hmm.
But Jennifer Aniston, or wait, is it Jennifer
Garner?
Jennifer Gardner. Who cares? Jennifer Gardner.
What's the last movie you saw her in?
I don't know.
Some romantic comedy.
But you got Channing Tatum.
13 going on 30 or whatever.
Yeah. But you got Channing Tatum showing up. You got.
He was originally wanting to do a Gambit movie.
That would have been so cool. First off, I think this was a mediocre Gambit.
Well, they showed the reason why that they didn't make it with Channing Tatum because he can't do it really. They were making fun of it as the movie was going.
I mean, I just thought it was dumb.
Coach?
I just thought it was dumb fun, but it was.
It was definitely dumb fun.
Yeah, but then you have Jennifer Gardner, Wesley Snipes, Channing Tatum showing up. Just those ones alone showing up, and then you pull in the OG cast of the X-Men films coming in. And actually having screen time, in lines and shit.
And lines and shit?
They got... Dude, Chris Evans coming in as Johnny Blaze.
Yeah.
That was fucked. That was so cool.
I knew that one was coming.
I didn't. I came in, I was like, oh, they got Captain America on the screen. I didn't. I was taken aback by that one. I was just caught off guard. Because I was... Until he did Flame On, and I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, right.
I enjoyed that. That was genuine enjoyment for me because I had completely forgotten Chris Evans as Johnny Blaze.
Yeah, someone said it was there's going to be a Marvel cameo where you expect him to be one character, but then they revert back to the character they played in the past. I'm like, well, how many Marvel characters or how many actors have played multiple?
Well, we got Nice Pool, Lady Deadpool.
Nice Pool's cool. It was just Canadian.
Yeah, but he didn't have a regeneration factor. Made it hilarious.
That was pretty good.
And
that was a good joke.
I really thought they were going to have the other ones be not have a regeneration factor as well. That's kind of where I thought they were going with that. And then they all stood back up, and I'm like,
he mentions
they regenerate. Yeah, and then you have that sweet puppy.
That
the dog was so cool.
Nathan Fillion played the floating skull one.
Yeah.
And then Matthew McConaughey was the cowboy one.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so there's just a bunch of random people.
Yeah, they all just I want my name in the build cast.
I think Ryan Reynolds just has a shitload of pull with people.
He's just got friends and favors.
Right.
Well,
it's hey, you want to do this thing for 5 minutes?
Blake Lively, sure. No. Oh man. Pete coming in and saving the day kind of ended that fight. I mean, it was beautiful. I loved that fight scene. People were giving it shit because it was bad CGI.
Yeah, there was some shit CGI in there, but
I don't care. That part, to me, completely forgiven. It was so much fun to watch Logan and Deadpool, because I didn't know which one was Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool at certain points in that fight.
True.
And that made it a little more fun. I kind of was thinking Wolverine would just kill him by accident and then carry him into the end with quick regeneration.
He's got short legs or whatever, cut off his bottom half.
I know it's not very cinematically friendly, but his regeneration is super slow, in the movies.
Well, I mean,
you can't have him rapid regen and stuff.
Regrowing limbs like the Nomu in My Hero or anything.
Why not? It could have been cool.
Because you can't make a joke out of it then.
You can't make a joke out of it. Also, it's like having Superman on screen. Superman just can't get hurt. It's that's not as entertaining.
Yeah, unless the Green Rock shows up.
Oh.
Do you think he's scared of all Green Rocks just in case he's?
Ooh, like emeralds and
Like,
shit.
yeah, he just goes to the beach. He's like, oh, fuck.
He goes into a Minecraft village and he's just completely incapacitated.
But
Okay, so
yeah, this thing's doing gangbusters, man. You think it's going to break a bill?
yeah. Oh, I think it'll break a bill next week.
Next week?
Dude, I got 3 people who are going to the movie today. I know 3 people personally who are going to go see that movie today. Everyone is seeing this film. My brother's going to see it on Tuesday. My dad even wants to see it. Everyone I know wants to see this film. And that hasn't been the case since No Way Home. There's not been unanimity behind going to see a film since No Way Home. Even Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness had a great opening weekend, but it plummeted the following weekend because everyone likes Benedict Cumberbatch.
And it was coming off of No Way Home, too.
It was coming off of No Way Home. Everyone likes Benedict Cumberbatch. Everyone thinks Doctor Strange is really great.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
And it's probably required reading. If you're going to look at the next Avengers film, you're going to need to know where Doctor Strange is with stuff. So there was a lot of reasons to go see that film. And then, yeah, it immediately plummeted. This movie, I think there are more people excited to see it this weekend than there were last weekend. I think a lot of people heard how much fun this movie was and went to go see it. Like you and me, this is only like the second or third movie we've reviewed this year, right? Civil War was the first.
It's been a lame year for movies.
Yeah, we really haven't reviewed many movies this year. We were kind of going to this one because we were like, this is the last chance kind of thing. We were like, dude, we gave Marvels we went and saw Marvels, right? We sat in the theater and like just punished ourselves for 2.5 hours. Actually, Marvels was actually a lot shorter.
I don't know why I agreed to that. Yeah, it's probably like 2 hours.
I think it was your Christmas gift to me because I was like, we need to go see it, and then we need to go see Napoleon. I was like, November was just a butt fuck of a bad month for us. Like we had such a bad month in November for movies.
Napoleon sucked too.
Napoleon wasn't good.
God damn it!
What a letdown. I mean, the movie. Like, anyway, we're not here to talk about. Napoleon.
Well, we got Joker coming out too this year.
Like I've been talking to people. People are like, "Oh, I'm so excited to see Joker 2. I'm going to see it on my birthday." And I just told them, I was like, that's a musical, right? And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, the first one. They're like, what do you mean? The first one wasn't a musical. I was like, no, Joker sequel is a musical. It is like a Broadway musical featuring the DC Universe's Joker.
I have a feeling it's going to be kind of pretentious and up its own ass.
Oh, Joaquin Phoenix is a phenomenal actor, and I do think
he's up his own ass. But Todd Phillips, the writer-director, isn't. So
yeah. I mean, hold on. I'm not interpreting that as you having high hopes for this movie.
No, I don't have high hopes for this movie at all.
I wanted to make sure I was on the same page with you. I was like, no, I don't have any reason to assume. First off, what fan base are you attacking there trying to get money from? Like, are you thinking the DC comic fans are like starved for a musical number? What are you trying to get out of that? I don't understand these boardroom decisions.
They're playing into it's all in Arthur Curry, I think, is the Joker in this one.
Arthur Curry? Arthur Curry, Aquaman? Aqua Curry?
Oh, no.
Or Arthur Curry?
His name's Arthur in the movie, right?
Right. Arthur Curry is Aquaman in the DC universe.
Right. That's why it just popped in my head.
Okay. But
whatever.
Yes.
This version of Joker, I think they're playing more into it's all in his head kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everyone thinks about singing all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I do it.
Oh, man. Like, whenever I'm just walking around the mall, I'll just break out into song and dance. And then the cops come.
It's like, sir, we're going to have to get you out of the Victoria's Secret store. But no one was really expecting much from the first one either.
The first Joker?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one broke over $1 billion because it was just such a good...
yeah, it was a good film. So it's like, I'm not expecting much from this one either, but it might turn out to be a good movie too. I have zero faith.
So jury's out on it. Obviously, you and I have our take on it. Just not that excited for it. I don't think it's going to succeed. Maybe the fact that it is a Joker film will carry some weight. But they're not really marketing it as a musical in the stuff I've seen. We know it's a musical, but I haven't.
Last trailer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I did.
Is basically just music throughout the entire thing.
There's music throughout every trailer.
And they're dancing.
There's dancing in every Joker project. Every Joker dances.
They gotta do that iconic stare dance thing.
We should talk about, just so that we don't forget to talk about this, we should cover the fact that Deadpool and Wolverine it's a 96 in the audience score. I think it was a 98 last week. So I think there's a little bit of movement, but that movie is not going to leave the 90th percentile for audience score.
No.
I mean,
people really liked it.
Exactly. But I mean, The tomato reader went down from 80. I think it was at 80. I think it was just 80 last week when we pulled the numbers.
82.
Yeah,
Like that.
so
I don't know.
It wasn't these numbers didn't flex a lot over the week.
The critics don't fucking matter anyway. So.
No, they really don't. But you were saying, so you brought up Mahler, and you brought up a few other YouTubers who were talking about and your number on its own went down because of the plot issues.
Well, yeah, because I originally had it so fucking high. I'm just like, it's not that amazing of a movie. It's just a fun movie.
It is, yeah. It's a very fun movie.
It's not like, oh my god, this is so deep, or they have like some excellent writing or plot twist or whatever. It's very bare bones. Mm-hmm. It's just jokey and fun, and you get to see two basically buddies just make a fucking movie.
Well, that was fun too. Yeah, I mean, so all of Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, genuine recommendation. Yeah, you're scaling. We need to come up with like a solid scaling system, just third party approved scaling system for how to rate movies.
We'll use like serials instead of alphabet or numbers.
Yeah, we codexed it.
Was this the Captain Crunch? I don't know, man.
Who's the real Captain Crunch? So Deadpool, Wolverine. Okay, I think we've talked about basically everything we want to with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Still doing gangbusters.
We got a lot of people going to see it in theaters even this weekend. I think that movie's easily going to break $1 billion. I think it'll probably break $1 billion by mid next week. That's what I'd expect. I mean,
well, it made 200 this week.
Yeah.
It's got to make another 4.
Yeah, I think it will. I think that we have more people open-minded and looking forward to seeing it this week than we did the week before.
All right, we'll see, man.
I think you have a lot of dead.
I think it'll make a bill, but it's going to take a little longer.
I think we have a lot of dead audience who are like looking at this film and being like, Marvel, not interested. And then you had a lot of people who were kind of compelled because they're like reviewing it. They want to keep up with the Marvel canon.
Well, it's a lot different because it's Deadpool. People don't associate him with the Marvel universe.
Right. But you look at, but now that you kind of know that it's attached to the Marvel universe in a way, it has become required reading. You have holdouts.
It's not a required reading. This is a standalone film.
No.
Nothing's going to branch off of this.
Well, I mean, Deadpool is going to come into Secret Wars. Like, that's reported that Deadpool is going to be in Secret Wars. Do you think that has not been reported? Like,
I haven't heard anything about it.
Okay, well, it's true. It's science. Sorry, look it up.
It's science.
It's Google it. No, I'm just kidding. But you have people who are attached to the Marvel Universe who didn't go see this because it's not a Disney Plus project. So you have a lot of different sects of the Disney fandom who are either holdouts because they don't like Disney, holdouts because they are only interested in the shows, holdouts because they're only interested in Marvel-related movies. You have a lot of people who are not looking at a rated R film and not bringing their families to it. But you also have a group of people who want to go see it for their second or third time. This movie is the only fun movie project that's come out this year.
Yeah, nothing else has been fun.
Exactly.
Civil War wasn't fun.
And there won't be another fun movie this year. I was excited to go see Alien Romulus, and I was talking to you about it like a week before we went to Deadpool. And then we went into Deadpool, saw the trailer for it. I was like, oh, fuck this. I am out. I don't want to see Alien Romulus. I mean,
it's Gen Z on a ship.
It's Gen Z on a ship, yeah. Yeah, probably. Ugh. Yeah. All in all, it's going to be a bit of a clusterfuck.
Yeah, well, what do you do?
All right. Moving into the next topic, we've got Gina Carano's lawsuit with Disney is moving forward. So Disney had a motion to dismiss in court that got shut down. That judge is based.
It's like, nope, we're carrying this forward.
Yeah, you guys can't just unlawfully fire people. Like, employees have rights too. Isn't that what you're always saying? I think they're more like serfs where they don't have rights, but you think they have rights. So there you go.
It's kind of like let's slip this like $5 bill to Elon and Gina. It's like, we'll just let this go, and they're like, really?
Yeah.
It's like, what kind of settlement would it take?
Oh my god. Oh, to get okay, so that's an interesting thought experiment.
Bill
to get Elon Musk to back off.
Yeah.
Well, think about how much financial damage Disney has done to Twitter and Elon Musk specifically.
I wouldn't say a whole lot.
Well, I mean, they Bob Iger was fighting Disney's was fighting X on their ad on all their advertisements.
Disney just wanted to advertise on.
Well, Bob
Iger
was also petitioning to get others to not do it.
Yeah, I'm sure some
he was carrying a torch to get others to not do it. So it's like Bob Iger personally slighted Elon Musk.
Like you could see that it's like who's losing more money, Twitter or Disney?
Oh man,
Throughout the years.
I mean, we should. That's a good question because it's probably worth looking at their stock numbers. Disney has like plummeted. They lost half of their stock share during COVID, or since COVID, they have lost half their share because it was at
for multiple reasons.
Yeah, COVID being one of them. Obviously, they peaked with Disney Plus and COVID being relevant, but then it went down. It was like 220 a share. Now it's down to like 90, mid 90s, I think, maybe high 90s per share. So Disney Plus's stock has dropped like a fucking rock. Acolyte had its own Acolyte took its punch at Disney too. The Acolyte really hurt Disney.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, you have like normies and like people that were actually like kind of into Disney Star Wars just to be like, what the fuck was this?
Exactly. Yeah, they all gave up on it. They're all like, this isn't Star Wars. This specifically isn't Star Wars. Because even those people who
that show was 8 episodes long?
8 episodes long.
25-ish to 30 minutes an episode.
I think that's the average because some of them were like 45 minutes.
$22.5 million per those 25 minutes.
Well, that's why we're not going to get a second season.
Fucking insane.
If that show gets picked up and renewed, I will actually be surprised. And it's rare that shows. It's rare that those kind of shows from
Disney Plus shows usually don't get second seasons.
Well, Andor, Obi-Wan, they're both getting second seasons.
Obi-Wan isn't.
I'm pretty sure it is.
No, it's not.
How do you?
Because it hasn't been reported or anything.
I'm pretty sure it has. I'm pretty sure Yellow Flash was saying it was listed with Andor and a bunch of other projects that are getting second seasons.
No, you're just conflating that with a different show or something.
Maybe.
Andor is the Star Wars projects.
Andor Ahsoka. Ahsoka
might be. Yeah.
You're right. I flipped Obi-Wan and Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yep.
What the fuck are they gonna do with another Obi-Wan one? What do we just fight Darth Vader again?
She might. I don't know. Apparently they just are fighting each other all the fucking time. Everyone knows everybody in the Star Wars universe. No one was hiding. There wasn't this big period of time where anyone was hiding. Everyone's all over the place.
No, they're all on Tatooine.
True.
Everyone's on Tatooine.
That's just science.
Yeah. It's the only place that exists in the Star Wars universe.
So the news that is broken out this week is that Gina Carano is going to be pulling in Kathleen Kennedy. There's a chance she's going to be pulling in Pedro Pascal. Like she's going to be.
What's this? I've been hearing this talk. Disney Discovery.
Oh yeah. So it's Disney Discovery. So it's Bob or not Bob. Bear Grylls. So Bear Grylls. From his projects, Gina Carano was featured in some of the was featured in Survivor.
Oh, okay.
And so she lost those opportunities as well. And so Bear Grylls is attached to that project, obviously. Oh. So yeah, Pedro Pascal. I forgot about Bear Grylls until you brought that up. But yeah, he's involved. Kathleen Kennedy, dude, getting Kathleen Kennedy on the stand if they have cameras in the courtroom will be peak television. It'll be Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp level of insanity. Like people want to see these people pay for the damage they've done to these fandoms.
Kathleen Kennedy said she's not leaving Lucasfilm until she has a hit.
I'm never leaving.
So yeah,
I'm not leaving.
Not leaving ever.
She's never gonna go.
Thought the out was gonna be Indy 5 or whatever, but that fucking flopped hard. Mm-hmm. It's like, how do you not know?
Well,
it seems so obvious to me. Like as soon as you put an idea out there for a certain movie, that it's not gonna do well.
Right.
It seems obvious.
Well, Indiana Jones, yeah. You can't trust anything that comes from these creators. They don't have any original or good ideas. They can't create their own projects that would be potentially good. They can only... I like... What's the expression? That evil can't create anything. It can only destroy?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm not saying they're evil. That's just philosophy and
It's like, don't assume malice when incompetence is more likely.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, we just quote things here. Welcome to Third Party Studios.
I also don't have any original thoughts.
Welcome to Third Party Studios, where we just quote shit, and it makes sense to you. But no, as a reminder, so there's a good amount of you guys in the chat. We are engaging with the chat. If you guys have any questions, comments, feel free to throw it out there. It will appear on screen. Also, don't forget to smash the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, share the video. We're going to keep getting into it. So, if Gina Carano pushes the lawsuit forward, Discovery is going to be the big thing. I followed a couple of lawyers who went over her list of things she wanted from Discovery, or that the lawsuit was asking for in Discovery. And dude, it's going to be a fucking bloodbath. Disney is going to get so murked. Just internal communications That stuff alone is going to make Disney look so shit.
Right, along with the O'Keefe stuff that's coming out.
Yeah, I was just going to say the Disney files are going to pale in comparison to a genuine lawsuit pulling all of this into court. Like, it's going to be a matter of public record that Disney has done this shit. Like, we've all known for a long time. Like, people say, you couldn't possibly know what goes on at Disney. You don't know that they hate people of this or that. No, we know. You don't know. And now we're going to bring the receipts and we're going to show you and prove it. And you can plug your ears, you can play dumb, but we know. Like, we know that they hate us because we're straight white male.
Straight white male. Yeah, no. It's become abundantly clear to me the older I get that just, like, as a kid or whatever, you think adults just know a bunch of shit and they're, like, got their head on straight.
Yeah.
And they're just going. The older I get, the more I just see, like, how just inept and incompetent everyone is.
Yeah.
Like, just like me.
Yeah, like, everyone's a little tortured.
It's like everyone's just, like, scraping by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah. I mean, so I like to think of, like, my high school experience and, like, what are those 60, 70 people doing now? And none of them are creating anything. And I'm like, that's good because they're all me. But, I mean, if you're out there creating things in the world, I mean, it's so rare to find someone who has, like, decent values in Hollywood anymore. Like, the entire culture of Hollywood is kind of this
I think it's always
degenerate
been
debauchery. And
it's been like the arrival of, like, social media and everything, to where it's like you get to know people in Hollywood based on their own words and what they're posting and shit. It's like,
yeah, we see you for who you are and who you want to portray. It's like Mark Hamill, Mark Ruffalo, all the Mark Cuban, all the Marks.
White male for Harris.
Well,
white dudes for Harris.
I think Mark Cuban is some kind of dark. I don't know.
Cuban.
He's Cuban. Oh, that
yeah.
Talks American. It's like I just put my country's name in my title, so now that's what I am.
Right.
But no, I mean, these guys are very honest about where they exist in the ethos, and they absolutely despise fandom, which is really weird. It's really weird to hate your customers that much. Weird. It's really weird, dude.
Yeah, but
like, I go to McDonald's, I know that guy hates me. It's like, I just want a 10-piece nugget. Like, and he's like, dude, fuck this guy.
You just ask him, like, super specific questions about McDonald's, like you were talking to, like, an actor in a movie.
It's like, ask them to act.
It's like, all right, so what was it like making that first basket of fries?
Oh, damn. Did you burn yourself? Like, what was the people around you's position and opinion on making baskets of fries? Did you find the controversy to be a little deep?
Did you throw in a little something that, the manager was like, no, this is our system. Did you, like, spice it up a little bit?
Get a little creative in there, with some salt. Put a little sugar on it instead. That'd be gross.
Yeah. I don't know. Throughout the years, we've just found out that adult pretenders are just adult pretenders. So.
Yeah. I mean, Gina Carano has had several movie projects going for her ever since she got picked up by the Daily Wire, had the successful movie on the Daily Wire's platform, Something on the Prairie, Terror on the Prairie. I didn't watch it.
Neither did I.
I didn't watch it.
I'm not a big Western fan to begin with.
I got into Westerns more recently. I love Tombstone. Like, Tombstone's like...
Oh, I mean, that's, like, goated.
Like, classic... Like, I like classics. I am not a huge John Wayne fan. Like...
That's too old. I can't get into really old movies. Yeah. It's like maybe, like, fucking it's a bit of a Casablanca or whatever.
Bit of a struggle fest. I mean, the classics are the classics, but even them, it's hard to really get past them. Yeah. Gina Carano's lawsuit is going to be... Yeah, it's going to be a bloodbath for Disney. They're going to get so raked over the coals and torched for this. The thing is that people like you and me, we already know. Like, nothing is going to come out of the files.
Yeah,
it's going to be
not going to be surprising.
Yeah, it's like, surprise, they hate white people. Like, they don't hire white people.
Child actors are just locked into a basement and they get, like, cruelty. And it's like, yeah, I could have figured.
Yeah, classic Disney.
Surprise.
That's so typical.
Surprising to be like they're super altruistic or something.
Yeah, it's like, we've been fighting for equal representation in movies.
They, like, bring out Jesus onto the stand or whatever. It's like, oh, damn, that's surprising.
Damn, Jesus has been in Disney all this time? Like, his teachings have been in the themes of movies the whole time.
Yeah, the second coming of Christ would surprise me. That's it.
That's about it. Nothing else in this world could surprise me. No, Gina Carano's lawsuit. It's going to be nuts.
I'm excited that it's still going to go on. Just
That could have been
get more and more of Disney's shit out to the general public.
What's interesting is I don't know anything about this judge, but the fact that the lawsuit was allowed to go forward, it's interesting to me because, first off, I think
it's easy to buy off judges.
It's very easy to buy off judges. The judges have their own interests. They're not neutral arbiters of truth and justice anymore.
No, not like they're supposed to be.
Yeah, they're humans. They are flawed. They are malleable. They are corruptible. There's very few people with uncorruptible principles. I'm one of them.
Yeah.
No. So
the few, the strong, the uncorruptible.
The uncorruptible. The few, the strong, the pasta macaroni art creators.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I even sucked at that as a kid.
But I think that I think a big part of why this was allowed to go forward is because, first off, there is standing. It is a legitimate lawsuit with legitimate grievances that need to be adjudicated. That's just the truth of it. But I think it also ties into employee rights. Like, wherever this lawsuit is going to take place,
because they're suing them based off of what, sexism? I think it was.
I think it's sexism, but I think it's also wrongful termination.
Wrongful termination, yeah.
Yeah, the amount the list of employee rights that people have is insane. Like, have you ever gone to a person and been like, I have rights, and they're like, fuck you. So the amount of employee rights is actually insane. They have a lot of equal protections that have to exist, and Gina Carano can show the court that, hey, they fired me for doing the same thing everyone else is doing, except I'm of the opposite mindset. So I'm doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. I just have a different opinion, and I was fired for it. So there was no
fired over politics.
Yeah, there was no proper offense that she was terminated for.
I think they really fired her over not putting pronouns in her fucking Twitter bio or whatever. Because once she was she put out that one tweet about Jews and whatnot, whatever. But
whatever.
I like how I just
put that tweet about the Holocaust out there. That's not a big deal.
It wasn't that controversial of a statement.
Well, it made it onto Bill. Well, it made it onto Bill Maher.
Oh, super cool.
Well, Bill Maher talking about it. He's not a small he's not a small figure.
But in order for her to keep her job, she had to do a Zoom call with 40 fucking transgender people. It was basically just gonna be a shame.
I would shut down this channel before I was forced to go through that. I would. You couldn't put me through that.
I might go through it just to troll everyone.
Just a troll. Just pull an Alex Stein, Primetime 99. That'd be funny as shit.
But yeah, so I think she was fired more based off of all the tranny shit than that one tweet equating people and how they reacted to COVID to people how they acted to the Holocaust.
And so we have insight into a pretty large company that has their headquarters and a lot of other big branches here. Planks is a friend of the channel. He's been in our chats before.
Never heard of him.
You know Planks?
No.
Yes, you do. Mm-mm. You went to high school with him.
Who?
Jay Planks.
What's that?
Okay, whatever. I'm done with this shit. But even he tells me, he is probably the most right of anyone, the most right and the most principled person of anyone I've ever met. That's just where he stands on shit. But he tells me he goes to this big corporate office and he has these meetings that he has to attend, and he's forced to put these things in his internal profile that he doesn't want to have, and he has to attend all these meetings and shit, and he just walks out. He's like, you can't fire me. I have way too much knowledge. My position couldn't possibly be filled.
Yeah, the sensitivity training and all that shit.
Dude, if I worked in corporate America and I had to go through that, I would just go live in the woods. I would do anything else but that.
Just pull a carbon and be like, fuck you guys. Yeah, I'm giving it. Yeah, no.
No, so corporate America,
oh, there's videos
you can't have your daily work life in corporate America and not be forced to contend with that ideology and that being everywhere.
So you see those videos Walmart employees where they stand in a big circle or whatever, and then they
never seen a picture of a Walmart employee.
They have to chant this stupid shit. It's we're getting ready for a big work day. Oh my god, shoot me in the face.
So we got a couple more stories to get into today. Let's talk about. I think this is a big one. I mean, what is your take? This is a big one.
I don't like it.
You don't like this at all?
RDJ being announced as
Dr.
Victor Von Doom.
Von Doom. I read the.
So they did announce him as Victor, not as because Tony Stark does become Doom in the comic.
Yeah, so they had to be clear that it's Victor Von Doom.
Yes.
Yep. I read the I read the pitch idea that they that I think it was Feige and Favreau brought to the Disney execs about what this storyline looks like. Robert Downey Jr.'s Victor Von Doom has his own universe. He's raised by, I guess, gypsies, and like
that would turn me evil. Yeah.
the mom apparently practices dark magic, and the dad is like an inventor. And the mom gets killed by the village that they're in, something along those lines. And then Victor Von Doom and his dad dies as well. Victor Von Doom goes off to college and is roommates with Tony Stark at college. And
So it's gonna be RDJ playing with RDJ.
no, it's gonna be RDJ playing Victor Von Doom, and I'm guessing this would be cool. Let me know in the comments what you think about this.
Tom Cruise is
Tom Cruise is yeah, we've wanted Tom Cruise as Tony Stark forever. That's been like one of the.
It's just been like a fun, like, hey, and then fuck off kind of thing.
But fan casting is like the best. Like fans know exactly who would play the best roles. Like the wisdom of the crowd on fan castings is pretty much 100.
Well, yeah, because they know what they want.
Yeah, exactly. So if they got Tom Cruise in it, like Tom Cruise is busy doing Olympics shit right now. He's doing a bunch of shit for the Olympics right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's doing some sort of stunt for the closing of. He's doing some sort of stunt for closing out the Olympics. I guess he's going to be doing some skydiving out of a plane or something.
What if this is the moment he dies doing one of his stunts?
Oh man, Scientology man would take a big hit. They'd lose one of their biggest advocates. They'd lose a big advocate. Absolutely, yeah. Tom Cruise gives.
This announcement reeks of desperation.
You think so?
Yeah, it's like, let's bring the most popular actor in our franchise of all time and just reprise him as a different fucking villain now.
Okay.
It's desperation, and it's normies would just be like, oh, I guess he's a bad guy now, and it's like not even put two and two together.
Right.
It's playing more on multiverse shit. Sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to pay him $80 million to come back. And to get the Russos back was like another 100.
So
the budget is already $180 million just to get 3 people into it.
Okay, guys in the chat, smash the like button if you think it's desperation. That just guaranteed 14 likes. No, just kidding.
And I think he's only going to be in it for 2 movies. I mean, Doctor Doom's supposed to be like the all-time Marvel villain, and RDJ's only going to do it for 2.
So
they can't afford to keep bringing him to every fucking movie.
Well, that wasn't the reason they killed him off in the original.
No, I didn't say it was.
No, but I'm just saying money. The money conversation is interesting because they got that ESG money. They got that ESG money. The pit is bottomless. Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Victor Von Doom. First off, I am in agreement on a lot of the points you were making. I do think yes, it's a desperate hit. It's a desperate Hail Mary for the Marvel Universe before the next Avengers project comes out. Because we haven't had an Avengers project since Endgame.
True.
So that's...
Well, I mean, who are the Avengers right now?
Strange, Spider-Man, Captain America, or Captain
African
American, Winter Soldier, the new Black Pantheress, let's see, who else am I forgetting?
They still have an Ironheart movie that they're holding on to. That's been done for like 2 years.
Ironheart's going to be a thing. That's going to be so bad. They got to pull in, honestly, if they pulled in like a Daredevil, that'd be kind of cool.
Born Again?
Probably.
Because they already did that in the 3rd season of the Netflix show.
Yeah. I think, so I don't know who the cast of the Avengers is going to look like. I think basically that roster.
Nobody cares.
Basically that roster I just listed off is I think what we have to work with. Robert Downey Jr. coming back, I don't think is necessarily... It's probably a desperation play, but I do think they don't have a great cast for Victor Von Doom. I don't think they have an actor who could play that character very well. Like, I don't know who you'd put in as Victor Von Doom besides Pedro Pascal.
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy could do a really good job. I think that's a good one, too. But he has so many projects. He's like a bunch of side projects. He's always working. Well, he's on a bunch of independent films that are constantly coming out.
I've never seen any of them. Pull that one right out of your ass.
Well, Cillian Murphy isn't a bunch of side projects.
I don't know. I could probably name 100 better ones than bringing a previously beloved superhero back to play a fucking villain.
Well, it also plays... So Spider-Man and Iron Man's like dynamic didn't really get finished. I mean, I think The beauty of it was that it was a tragedy in the sense that it didn't get to get finished out with this mentee role that they had, dynamic they had kind of going on between each other. So having Tom Holland Spider-Man come into play and be forced to contend with, seeing his mentor be the villain would be an interesting thing that I would be interested in seeing.
Plus, under the rug.
Well, Tom Holland, we haven't gotten anything for Tom Holland either since No Way Home, and I really want to see where he's at with stuff.
Yeah, and I don't think we're going to.
You think we're going to get a new Spider? What are you saying? You think we're going to get a new Spider-Man, or
Well,
you think we're not going to get another Spider-Man movie?
The end of No Way Home is basically like the beginning of basically Spider-Man.
Being
like his 3 movies before were basically just an origin story, and then we're going to get the original. But they can't come to an agreement with Sony on anything.
No, and I think that's going to be...
And so he's going to be like maybe a side character in one of the Avengers. He's not going to get like a standalone again.
I don't really value this Sony Disney can't get along dynamic, because it's always come to a head, and it's always been lawyers fix the issue, and it's always been a matter of money, which both companies have plenty of. I don't think when it comes to crunch time, we're actually going to have a real drama around Tom Holland Spider-Man being in a Marvel project. Like, I know they've always battled, but it's also never stopped a project, and I don't think it will. I think it's usually drama to build hype. Like with Endgame and Infinity War, we saw all the drama with Sony Disney battling over Spider-Man rights, but Sony wants to see Spider-Man being successful as much as Disney does. Like, Sony wants to build Spider-Man's reputation, because eventually they are going to want to do their own Spider-Man projects, and they need to make sure that Spider-Man remains a valuable icon.
Well, it always will. Spider-Man's the face of Marvel.
Right. So but that's my point, is I don't think Disney and Sony's battle is fresh ground for anything really dramatic.
Well, they've been trying to get a movie off the ground with Spider-Man since No Way Home, and it just hasn't happened.
Well, I think that
there's not a script, there's nothing written in stone, and they've been trying and talking for when did No Way Home come out?
Right. I mean, wasn't long after Endgame, maybe a year after Endgame. Was it 2021?
No, Far From Home came out after Endgame.
Well, there was
It's been like 2 years.
Far From Home came out after Endgame, because No Way Home was actually like a breakout success because it was like in COVID. Like, it was.
Yeah, I think it was 2022. Wow, I can't fucking remember. I'm usually really good with that shit.
Yeah, you're really bad today at that stuff. You don't get it. You don't understand.
Well, COVID
man.
fucked up everyone's timeline. So.
That's true. Like 3 years just vanished. It's crazy.
But yeah, no, I hate just have a different fucking actor play it than someone that's already in the Marvel universe.
I think.
Why not just start over with Fantastic Four and X-Men, and then reintroduce other a new Captain America, a new Iron Man shit later.
This is where I think
this whole holding on to the same timeline that we've been doing for fucking 15 years now.
Yeah,
it's getting old, and we're going nowhere with it for the past 4 years.
This is why I think the desperation argument is so strong, because you're right. They're bringing Robert Downey Jr. back to build that up. But I think that having Robert Downey Jr. in the Marvel Universe as Victor Von Doom would be very exciting to see. Victor Von Doom is a endgame boss in the Marvel Universe. Robert Downey Jr. is a phenomenal actor.
He's not going to be around for being an endgame boss.
Right, but every actor and every project Disney has put out since Endgame has had this stigma of not being tied to the original story. And Chris Evans is still not going to be around as Captain America. So you still
they're bringing an endgame boss in, and they're introducing him with RDJ, and he's only going to be around for 1 or 2 movies, and then it's going to be another fucking Victor Von Doom.
Right, and I think their hand kind of also got forced because Jonathan Mathers, is it Mathers? Jonathan
Myers.
Jonathan woman beating guy.
Like the Wieners, Myers Wieners.
That guy, John M, really fucked them on this and on the new movie.
Kang was going nowhere.
Kang Dynasty. Well, but Kang is an endgame boss in the Marvel universe as well.
Yeah.
So they needed an endgame boss.
Not in the MCU, he wasn't gonna be.
Well, in the end,
they're setting them up so shittily anyway.
Yeah, and honestly, what they did with the Eternals really fucked shit up. Like the Eternals is terrible. Now you have basically half the.
No one remembers.
You have a quarter of the You have a quarter of the planet with a giant head sticking out of it.
It's Shang-Chi, wasn't it?
No, that was the Eternals. With the celestial coming out of Earth, basically coming out of the Earth.
Right.
Yeah, that was the Eternals. I don't think you saw the Eternals, did you?
I haven't seen a lot of this late Disney shit because
Right, I'm
it's
just
all dog shit.
Right. But
And I'm not a masochist like you are.
I love it. I love it.
I love it.
You're hurting me, director man. I love it. the Endgame. They needed an Endgame boss. The fact that it's 2 movies makes some sense because Kang was meant to be only like a couple of Endgame bosses. Well, he wasn't going to be like the new Thanos. Like Kang was not.
I think that's what they were trying to do.
I thought I think they were still going to do Kang Dynasty and then Secret Wars. I don't think they were going to tie Kang as the like complete Endgame boss. I thought he was going to be like a one-time off, like
it was because
like Age of Ultron,
kind of infinite in the multiverse. You saw the stadium.
Yeah, I saw a stadium filled with Kangs. Yeah.
Each one of them is an Endgame boss.
Yeah, they're all so big and Endgame-ish.
So good.
It's so bad.
But yeah, no. So Fantastic Four is going to come out, and that's going to be an alternate universe, and their universe is going to die, and then it's going to bring the Fantastic Four into
the main line, the main time.
What do they call it?
They call it the sacred timeline.
The sacred timeline. They're going to bring them into that. They're going to go from the Jetsons to where we are.
Yep.
And female Silver Surfer is going to be the bad guy in that movie, and they're going to make references to Doom. He's going to have an end credit cameo. RDJ is. And then they're going to introduce him into Doomsday and then Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Or Secret War.
Secret War, yeah. If RDJ, I think, could play the villain proper. Like, I think his acting caliber puts him there.
He's a great actor and all that shit. It's just, I don't like it.
I don't like it. I hate it. I don't like it. RDJ being Victor Von Doom. I'm curious to see how
he looks menacing as fuck in that picture alone. So.
Yeah, I think how he plays it could be very, very interesting. I'm excited to see it. I think that it's the only villain and the only story that could get me to see like the next Avengers film because there's nothing else that could.
Yeah, I mean, I am interested in Fan4Stick.
What? This new one?
The Fantastic Four? I want to see what they do with it.
The She-Male Surfer?
I mean, yeah, it's probably gonna suck, but I want it to do good. But
I guess you've always been more of a fan of like the X-Men and the Fantastic Four storylines anyway.
So I want to see what they're gonna do with it. Maybe they can pull it out of their ass. Highly doubt it. And then I guess seeing RDJ as a villain could be fun.
I'm really glad that we don't have anything like scheduled for the Young Avengers kind of thing with the young female Avenger team that they were doing after the Marvels.
Oh yeah, I forgot they were planning that.
Yeah, you hard dipped. I don't think you stayed for the cutscenes in
No, I knew I saw them beforehand.
Right. So there's going to be the young female Avengers group that's going to be really lame and cringy.
Yeah, they're really leaning into the MCU at that point.
I wonder if they're gonna like make the young female Avengers like a Disney Plus show and keep it kind of separate on their like streaming platform rather than the big screen.
I don't know. That's where they put all their shit. So
fair enough. Well,
but I still don't have hope for the Marvel universe going forward at all.
Yeah, I think it's gonna Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know why. I don't know why. It gave me a little bit of hope, but I think it's mainly because I've also heard rumors that Disney has gone through and Marvel Studios has gone through and fired a lot of activist-based creators in that studio. Lucasfilms has not. They're doubling down. But so Star Wars is dead. Star Wars is dead.
Marvel is course correcting. We'll see if it's a good course or a bad course. But and even like you said, they're going to bring like Deadpool into later movies or whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't want him in regular MCU movies because he's going to be just like this milquetoast version of himself.
He's going to be.
He can't go full Deadpool in those movies.
He's going to basically fill the slot that Paul Rudd does right now as Ant-Man. Like
it's comic relief.
Exactly. That's all you're really going to get from a Deadpool.
A PG-13 comic relief.
Yeah, Deadpool's movies should be exclusively rated R, and I don't know. I agree with you that I don't even want him in Secret War. I don't want that crossover. I think Deadpool should keep doing his thing, and I think Deadpool should really be like filler movies. You should get one Deadpool every 2 years as a filler movie with one specific member of the Marvel universe. I want Deadpool, Spider-Man. I want that so fucking bad because Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, Tom Holland, Hugh Jackman. Make that film. I will take my fucking money. Take my goddamn money. Make that movie. I want it so bad. All right, we're gonna go. Do you want to cover one more? Do you want to cover the last story?
We could probably save it for next week, to be honest.
Yeah, we got a lot of news left to come out about that too. It's gonna.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
don't
gonna
know
get mainstream.
that much about it, just a little bit.
Okay,
We'll talk about Batman like next week.
Sounds good. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. If you did enjoy, please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. It's free. It's the best way to help us grow. Share the video out there. Smash the like button. Comment below what your thoughts are on the topics we covered today. Let us know if you've seen Deadpool, what your thoughts on it were, and post your individual scores in the comments. Let us know what you guys were thinking about Deadpool and Wolverine. We really want to know. We love you guys. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the season finale of House of the Dragons. We're doing the after party. It's the last episode of House of the Dragons. Love to see you guys there. So make sure to tune in. Go tell your stories. Peace.